No, you're right. And anytime a team get two punts blocked, if I was the coach, I'd make them jokers walk home.
We honestly should have had two more. We had two of them that they showed the replay, and both our gunners that were running to catch the ball missed it by like that much.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and I would have told the bus driver, so when we get back, just everybody stay on the bus. Make everybody stay on the bus. I'm gonna have the coach turn on the lights in the stadium. I'm gonna run the hell out of these jokers as soon as we get back. in their dress shoes. I ain't gonna let them change shoes.
They got dress shoes. right when they get back to Eastern Illinois University at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Let me tell you something. When I was at Lowndes County, we got our asses kicked by Waycross. And when we got back to that school, our coach said, Coach Allman, go turn on the stadium lights. He ran the dog shit out of us, right? I'm talking about we fresh off that bus. Everybody went straight out there on that damn football field. And he ran the hell out of it for about an hour. He said, I know y'all got plenty of energy because you didn't do shit a few minutes out here in that game. I mean, he was mad as a run over dog.
Yep. Yeah, no, it was a beatdown. It wasn't. I stopped watching in the fourth quarter, so.
I hate you. Jay, what you do with Irv tonight? Irv ain't gonna make it.
Does it? I don't know. Maybe got to work. Well, we got about 8 people in here, so you can go ahead and start. I'll drop off.
Yeah, we're gonna get it cooking. And Miss Carey quiet over there. We're gonna find out what's wrong with all this little quiet Miss Carey over here too in a minute. Hey folks, I see Jay said y'all out here. Let me go over to my comments so I can see who's out here. Hey Tom, what's going on, Tom? David Michael Williams, how you doing, sir? Denise Ham, hey Miss Ham. And as always, the beautiful Annette Hood in the building. How you doing, Mr. Annette? I know, yeah, we're gonna talk about Julio a little bit today. So we're gonna talk about your dream boat here in a little bit. Miss Carey, how you doing, Miss Carey?
I'm doing well, thank you. Happy Tuesday.
You and Chris, all right? Y'all all right? I see you. Y'all look like you're a little concerned on your face today.
No concern. I'm good.
Okay. For those of you who are new to the show, Miss Carey and Chris Paul got this little love affair thing that they do. You know, sometimes she flies out there to see him and things of that nature. Anyway, Travis, what's going on, Travis?
I'm doing well. Hanging out with Ashley. Ashley's doing well. We got another doctor's appointment tomorrow, nothing major. So just a regular checkup, but she's doing great. She's gaining weight every day. So that's all you can ask for.
How's your beard doing, Travis?
My beard's looking great.
I think so too. That looks wonderful.
Yeah, I agree. I think it looks fantastic.
Miss Carey, how you think it looks?
I'm a no on the beard.
That's okay.
Yeah, everybody's a no on that beard. Listen, for those of you too new to the show, Travis calls his daughter. What you call her again, Travis?
Her name is Ashley.
Oh, yeah.
Not Geraldine.
He calls her Ashley. Her real name is Geraldine because she named after me. So see there, look what Jason put in the comments right there. It's Geraldine, and it's okay. It's okay. But we'll let Travis call her Ashley if he wants to. I guess that could be like a little nickname or something we'll have for her. But it's going to be Supreme Court Justice Geraldine Butler. I'm telling you right now, that is a badass name right there.
Nope.
Geraldine Butler. I mean, it don't get any better than that. Don't Miss Carey, look at that smile on Miss Carey's face. I mean, you're like, hey, I tell you what, Geraldine Butler finna take care of this shit. Now, wait till Geraldine Butler walks up in here. Travis, I'm telling you, Travis, that is a badass name right there. I think I'm gonna write a book, and the main character in my book gonna be Geraldine Butler.
That's fine.
That's a badass name right there. Miss Carey, isn't a badass name?
Yeah, she got all kinds of foil in her pocketbook.
I'm trying to tell you. All right, folks, today we are going to talk about football, of course. You know, I love talking about football. It's football season now. But we're really going to pick the winners of the conferences around the league. So then we're gonna get to a lot of college talk. We got Travis has picked some games for this week that he thinks might be of some impact, and we'll talk a little bit about what happened in college football, whatever we have time for. But football is actually starting on Thursday. I think the first game is Thursday with the Bucks and the Cowboys. So and we all know the Cowboys didn't get their ass tore up, and that'd be good for me. So, but in any event, let's talk about the AFC North, which is Travis's favorite division. So we'll go ahead and get this out the way because I'm gonna try because I gotta eat later on. So if I'm gonna throw up, let me go ahead and throw up early, so I don't have to deal with this. But Jason, just showing you right there, AFC North. That's what we're talking about first. And Travis, I'll let you go ahead. I know you're gonna pick the damn Bengals. Who's gonna win this division, Travis?
Who is going to win? I'm actually not going to pick the Bengals, surprisingly enough. I think we are about a year or so away, so I will not pick us.
You're longer than that away, but that's a whole nother story.
hey, that's a fandom over here. I think Pittsburgh is on the downturn, so I will not pick them. So it is down to Cleveland and the Ravens, and I trust Lamar Jackson more than I do Baker Mayfield. So I will take the Baltimore Ravens to win that division.
Okay, Miss Carey, what you think?
I got the Cleveland Browns pulling it out with the superior defense and an incredible offense.
Well, Joe Fleischer said the same thing. He said the same thing. And Richard Hood is picking the Browns too. So there's a lot of people picking the Browns. And Joe is a Cleveland guy like Travis. So I'm not. I'm sorry, not Cincinnati. I know you're Cincinnati, but Joe is a Cleveland guy. He lived there. I meant like Travis is to Cincinnati. Joe is to Cleveland is what I meant. So he's just a homer. So and neither one of them know what the hell they're talking about. So we just gonna dismiss them. I know somebody said nobody picked the Steelers. Which I'm not picking the Steelers either since you got Big Ben there. I'm going to give it to the Ravens. I think the Ravens going to take it. Lamar Jackson is Lamar Jackson. They've embraced him. They've embraced his style of play. They got a good defense. Harbaugh always does a great job with the defense. You know what they say about defense winning championships. Yep. I'm going to go with the Ravens as much as I hate to. It's just a stinky, jacked up division anyway. I mean, it's just a horrible division. So, with that being said, put me down for the Ravens for that division.
Coach, are we real quick? Are we talking? Going to shout out wild card teams, or we want to wait till the end on that?
We'll wait till they talk about wild card.
I think there's a wild card team out of this division. But
maybe so. It might be Cleveland. I might give you that. And yeah, C.J. Uzomah. I love me some C.J. Uzomah. Joe Fleischer. That's Joe Fleischer's nephew. C.J. Uzomah, his sister's boy. So anyway, and CJ's a great kid. I think he's in year 7 of his NFL run he's been doing now. Matthew Carlette said the Browns roster is loaded up. I don't know what it's loaded up with, but yeah, it's loaded up all right. So I just can't wait to see Odell Beckham. In week 1, he'll have a meltdown and then he'll be on suicide watch like Kanye West or something. It'll be all soap opera around there. Steeler country. Come on, Tammy. Don't do that. Don't do that, Tammy. Don't talk about the Steelers. You saw Ben Roethlisberger go out there with that pot belly the last time they played. It was embarrassing. I called Jason. I was like, Jason, do you see it? Is Ben Roethlisberger gonna make it to the huddle from the sideline?
He gonna make it to the huddle house.
Yeah, exactly.
See, Jason talking about right now because he had the biggest belly I had ever seen on anybody. I mean, like Santa Claus belly ain't that big when he was trying to get to that huddle. It was bad. It was really bad. All right, we're gonna move on. We got a lot to cover, so let's move on to the AFC East. AFC East, we have the Bills, the Dolphins, the Patriots, and the Jets. I know everybody likes the Bills. The Bills are kind of the team of the month, if you will, lately for that division. So let's see what Miss Carey has to say for us. Miss Carey, who do you see coming out of this division?
I absolutely have the Bills.
Absolutely, ain't no doubt about it.
No doubt.
Why? Tell me why.
First of all, their quarterback. He's a monster. I've liked him since day one. He plays with such grit and such confidence. And then Stephon Diggs as a receiver. They got a top, I think 7 defense. They're listed in there. I think they run it easily.
Okay. Travis, what do you think?
I agree. I'm Bills. I think this may be one of the easiest divisions to call, to predict. I think they win by multiple games. I think they're a top probably 2 seed in the AFC this year. So yeah, Bills in a mile.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that there's a division worse than the AFC North. But the AFC East, good God Almighty, this is just a terrible division. I mean, the Patriots suck. We all know that. They're going to be having a rookie quarterback who's going to get eaten alive when he's out there playing against first-string people. And everybody thinks he's so good. Okay. You've been going out there with the doggone third and fourth string. Go out there and see how you do against the first-string people when they get out there. So the Patriots are going to be boo-boo. The Miami Dolphins, I am not a believer in Tua. I'm going to tell you that right now. And I'm not even a believer in Brian Flores either. I don't know if they got the right head coach down there either. And and the Jets are the Jets. We know the Jets are just going to be the Jets. So with all that said, ain't nobody pick but the Bills. And I'll take the Bills as well. Just like Matthew Cowlett there said he'll take the Bills. So we will move on now to the AFC South. And in the AFC South, we got a little bit more to talk about. The Texans, the Colts, the Titans, and the Jaguars. Talk to me, Travis. Let me get Travis go first this time.
Yeah, AFC South, I think.
Uh-oh, we lost Travis. Travis, we lost you. Miss Karen, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Come on, Miss Karen.
I got the Titans winning this one. You know, they have a stellar receiving core, including my former favorite player, Julio Jones.
Oh, my God.
I'm not a believer in Tannehill, but I think they can't go wrong with Derrick Henry and the receiving core.
They got a stellar receiving core, but they don't have no stellar quarterback. I'm going to tell you that right now.
I agree.
Yeah, so I don't I mean, don't get me wrong. There just isn't much to do here. I agree with you, Hood. Bradley Roby and Davis Mills both play for the Texans, but the Texans going to be stinky. We know that. They got Tyrod Taylor in there right now. Who knows how long that's going to last. Davis Mills might get a shot this year. I don't know what they're going to do with Deshaun Watson. Because if I'm that owner, I'm kicking myself right now because if everything is everything, I guess I'm gonna have to pay him. And for me to pay him and him not to play, I mean that's insane to me. So I would be trying to deal that joke as soon as possible and get something for him and send him somewhere so that I can have somebody come in here who might have a chance of taking over this franchise. So in any event, I'm pretty sure that it's going to wind up being the Titans there as well. And that's fairly easy to pick. There's some people saying that the Titans might be Super Bowl bound this year. Actually going to be able to beat the Chiefs. And I know my man Irv said that ain't nothing but some boo-boo right there. Irv, what's going on?
Not much was happening.
No, man, it's good to see you. I know what's that actor's name that died? Michael Williams or whatever passed away.
Yeah.
I think you might need a little time to collect yourself. I'm sure he's a Chocolate City favorite around there in D.C.
Of course. Everybody like Omar.
That's what I'm talking about. The Wire. I'm with you. Yes, sir. Irv, who you got coming out of this division right here?
Oh, Tennessee easy. Everybody else sucks.
What about Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars? They got a chance?
Nah, too many injuries and not enough players.
Okay.
Tom, what's happening?
All right, folks, we're going to go to the AFC West, which is by far the best division in the AFC, if you ask me. And it's still stinky. But you got the Broncos, the Chiefs, the Raiders, and the Chargers. So it's better, but it damn sure ain't good. Herb, what do you think?
Chiefs. Oakland is, I think they're one draft and a couple veterans on the defensive way. The Chargers looked good last year, but I don't think it's their time quite yet. They'll probably make the playoffs, but they won't do any damage. It's the Chiefs and everybody else.
All right, Miss Karen, what do you think?
I got Money Mahomes, of course. The Chiefs. The Chiefs for sure.
Travis, what do you think?
Kansas City all the way. I think this is the easiest one to pick.
I don't know about the easiest one to pick. I mean, it's always going to be some of the snafus along the way. I mean, your division was easy for me to pick, but the damn Eagles and I mean, and damn Cleveland, the worst team on the planet. But anyway, so who do we see coming out of the AFC? Well, I'll tell you what, hold that thought. We'll go do the NFC first. Then we'll come back to who we see coming out of the AFC. NFC, let's start in the NFC North. NFC North, we have the Bears, the Lions, the Packers, and the Vikings. Woo! Give me a little chill right there to think about all them good teams right there now. Come on, Travis, what you got? Who you got coming out
here? Green Bay Packers.
Wow. All that nonsense with going on with Aaron Rodgers and team strife and all that. You picking the Packers?
I sure am. I think there was strife last year and they won the division. I think the Lions are terrible. I think the Bears are, a few years away. And the Vikings always seem to choke, so I will go with Green Bay. They still got Aaron Rodgers. He's a bad man. He may still be the best quarterback in the league. And they got a solid defense.
Wow. And he said Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the league.
Maybe.
I hear you, Joe. That was Big Friend's team, Chicago. Irv, I'm gonna let Miss Karen go next. Irv, you tell me who you think coming out of this division.
So you guys might be a little surprised. The Chicago Bears.
No, you did. Wow.
If Andy Dalton gets benched, look out for the Chicago Bears.
Wow. So that's all it's going to take? It's for Andy Dalton to be benched?
That's all it's going to take.
Wow. So they got everything else. I know you got the pass rush with your linebacker.
They got strong defense.
Mac.
Yeah.
Mac is the man. Ain't no doubt about that.
And you still got Jackson on the back end. You still got some guys on. You still got some guys on that defense with Chicago.
Okay, I'm gonna buy into that for now. I'm gonna buy into that a little bit. Miss Karen, changed my mind.
I got the Green Bay Packers. I think Aaron Rodgers is on a mission to get his money and his new team come up 2022. I think he runs it through.
Well, just so you know, and I mean, y'all might have already predicted this. Y'all know I'm going with that bad man. Ain't no way in the hell I'm going against no doggone Aaron Rodgers. I picked the Packers to win this division pretty handily. The damn Lions are a joke. Their head coach is a joke. The Vikings, their quarterback is terrible, and I don't see much out of them. I'm with Irv. I think if they can get Justin Fields playing as soon as possible, that will make a huge difference in them. So I'm definitely gonna pick the Packers to take this division. Moving on to the NFC East. Ooh, Irv, I hate to do it to you. Ooh, hate to do it to you, baby.
Hey,
we got the Cowboys, the Giants, the Eagles, and the Washington football team. I mean, that just sounds retarded. The Washington football team.
We're going with the Red Wolves here.
The Red Wolves.
The Red Wolves.
I hear you. Man, well, I mean, I'm gonna make up a name and give them something. I think I'm gonna call them since they were calling everybody Redskins, let's call them the Crackers, the Washington Crackers.
The Caucasians. They actually had shirts made, the Washington Caucasians.
Anyway, let's see, Travis, who's gonna win this division?
I got Chicago.
Chicago. You probably do have Chicago.
No.
Dallas. I got Dallas.
Dallas winning this division. Yep. Okay, why you pick Dallas, Travis?
Dak Prescott, I think he's going to be back. As long as he can stay healthy, I think he leads them real good. Probably the best quarterback in that division. Zeke Elliott's probably the best back in that division. I don't trust Saquon to stay healthy enough, so I'm going with Dallas. I know their defense is suspect, but
you say if he can stay healthy, is he healthy now? I mean, there are rumors out there saying he ain't even healthy now. He got to take some tests just to get on the field Thursday. Is what I'm hearing.
As of right now, he's supposed to be he's supposed to start. He's supposed to be the starting quarterback. So I'm assuming that he's going to be the starting quarterback this year.
Miss Karen, who you think gonna win this division?
I got Washington winning it.
Ooh.
I got their defense. I got their defense coming in strong, and that quarterback, he always stuns you for a bit. So until he turns into himself, I think they're gonna do all right until he starts turning it over.
Hey,
but I don't
Jason.
trust Dak Prescott. I think he's gonna be a little skittish playing, and he's missing his O lineman, right?
The first game 1.
We'll see. Yeah, if they get to him game 1, if they hit him game 1, you can best believe he's gonna be running the rest of the game.
Yeah, Jason, I need you to check and see if Miss Carrie and Irv got a little private chat going on or something, because you know that's gonna be Irv. Pick on Irv, make it official. Who you picking, Irv?
Let's break this down a little bit. The Cowboys are an accident waiting to happen.
Yep.
The Giants, we don't know nothing about Saquon, but I do like the Giants defense. Don't sleep on the Giants defense now.
You don't like the Giants quarterback?
I like the Giants defense. We're not going to talk about Danny turnover. Philadelphia has a nice defense as well, but we don't know nothing about the offense. You got to go with Washington by default.
I tell you what, I'm almost with you, Irv. I almost picked Washington to win this division because I like their defense as much as I do. But I don't feel it. There's something about them, and I can't stand Daniel Snyder. And I don't think I could pick them if anything else because of that. I'm gonna take the Cowboys too. I was thinking maybe even taking the Giants because I think the Saquon is gonna be the man, but I don't trust that damn quarterback as far as I can throw him. So it came down between the Cowboys and Washington, and I'm gonna go ahead and take the Cowboys, especially since you and Jason taking Washington. So give me the Cowboys so we can argue over that. So moving right along, we're gonna go out west before we turn south, and out west we have the Cardinals, the Rams, the 49ers, and the Seahawks. Travis, what do you think?
I actually think this is the toughest one to pick. I actually like all 4 of these teams. I really do. It would not shock me if all 4 of them won the division. If all 4 of them made, somehow I know all 4 of them can't make the playoffs, but if they could all make the playoffs, it wouldn't shock me. But I will go with the 49ers. I really like that defense. I like that defense. I think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be the starter.
Oh my God.
But hey, I know Jimmy G wins. He at least wins games. And if he goes down, Trey Lance, looks to be good. They at least may have a capable backup. So I will go with the 49ers.
Just FYI, Travis, there's one game that Jimmy didn't win.
The big
just FYI.
I know.
There's one game his ass didn't win.
I'm not saying he wins every game, but I like him. I'm going to go 49ers.
Okay, you go for it now. Miss Carey.
I got the Rams with Mr. Stafford.
Hey, you got it. What's in that cup? Did I see you drinking something a minute ago?
No, sir.
You showed up, got something in that cup.
I got the LA Rams. I got Mr. Stafford showing that he's a quality quarterback. That he hasn't been. It's been the system and not him. I think he's gonna pull it. I think he's gonna win. They got the #1 defense.
Do you have a bag of gummies in there or something that you munching on? I mean, you'll have some gummies or something because Herb, talk to me, Herb, bring me back to reality. Bring me back to reality.
I'm not going to because y'all are about to hate what I'm about to say. This is a team that nobody is on the bandwagon for.
Oh, you about to pick the Cardinals.
I'm going with the Cardinals, baby. This is it. Listen, they were looking good until Kyler Murray hurt his shoulder last year.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm trying to listen. And then Travis, this is the second year that actually every team from a division can actually make the playoffs. So it is a possibility.
Absolutely.
Wow.
But it won't be this year.
I think this is the hardest division to pick because I think all 4 of these teams could win this division.
Well, to even it out. And
come on, you got to go Seattle.
Everybody knows that I'm a big-time 49er fan, but I can't pick them if Travis picked them. Like Jason just said. Travis picking our team, that just means doom for our franchise. I don't give a damn who the quarterback is or anything else. We're going to start slow because Jimmy G is going to be the quarterback. And with Jimmy G the quarterback, you're going to start slow. So I'm going to go with the Seahawks. And I mean, the Seahawks are always a good pick because the bottom line is that they're going to contend. And if they don't win it, they'll probably be the wild card. But they're going to contend, and they just always do. And, I mean, they got mad. I hate Mr. Hood. They got talent on this team. So,
we'll talk
Irv, I do think you picked the stinker.
We'll talk. Listen, they got the easiest schedule out of everyone in the NFC right now. I'm just saying.
I hear you.
They still got Willy Wonka running the ball, though.
I can't argue that. But
Chase Edmonds, whatever.
And then they picked up your boy from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, James Conner. Oh, big get up.
Okay.
Yeah. And I like James Conner, Travis. To be honest with you, I think he's average. I mean, he's not great, but he's average. And in the NFL, you can win with an average back.
Yeah.
I mean, let him average 3.6 yards a game. That's all you need in the NFL. 3.6 yards a game. You don't have to have Derrick Henry. You don't have to have an Alvin Kamara. You don't have to have a McCaffrey. All you need is a guy that can get you 3.5 yards a game, 3.6 yards a game. That's it. And you're good. All right, we're going to finish it up with Miss Carey's favorite division, Nfc South. I mean, you got Matt Ryan-led Falcons team. You got a Jameis Winston-led Saints team. You got I don't even know who the hell the quarterback is over there with the Panthers.
Sam Darnold.
And then you got, that's what, like I said, I don't even know who he is. And then you got Superman with the Bucks. So, I mean, I don't even know. Do we have to do this? Well, I guess we do. Because Miss Carey, I'm gonna let Miss Carey, you have the floor.
You gonna make me say it? I got to choose the Bucks.
Woo! You gonna take the Bucks?
I mean,
man,
I ain't stupid.
Man, you ain't loyal either. Apparently,
I'm in love, but I ain't stupid.
Irv, what's your pick?
I'm going with Tampa Bay.
I hear you, Travis.
Tampa Bay.
You know what? I hate to it be all of us, but it's got to be because this division just sucks. I mean, it used to be you would think that with the Saints and you know, of course, Drew Brees and whatnot. You like to see that matchup, him and Brady and all that other kind of stuff. But now with him gone, and to know that Jameis is going to be at the helm for a whole season. I mean, don't get me wrong. Jameis is going to pull 1 or 2 games out of his ass and be able to, you know, have a win here and there. And I mean, that's him. But for a whole season, no, dog. I mean, they're not going to contend. The Panthers not going to contend with Sam Darnold. He's terrible. And then you got the Falcons, and I'm not even going to get started on no damn Falcons tonight. So, I mean, guys, what a horrible division. And that concludes all of the 8 divisions. And before we move on to pick the AFC winner and the NFC winner, let me say this, and I'll say this because Jason and I talk about this all the time. This just made me realize how many badass teams there are in this league. I mean, the damn Chiefs ought to win the AFC because the AFC sucks. I mean, most of the divisions are terrible. Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, Jets. I mean, who even watches those games? I mean, it's terrible. That whole division is terrible. Texans, Colts, Titans, Jaguars. Who watches that? I mean, I'm watching because Bradley Roby's in it. I mean, but other than that, who in the hell is going to be watching those games? I mean, I love seeing Derrick Henry highlights. I don't want to see Derrick Henry a whole game. I don't want to see that a whole game. Them just handing the ball off to him and him trying to run over people. I don't want to see that for a whole football game. I mean, dude, this is just a bad-ass conference. I mean, and then, of course, Ravens, Bengals, Browns, and Steelers. Oh, my God. How bad is that? I mean, Lamar Jackson is the star of that league, and he probably averages less than 100 yards a game passing. I mean, it's terrible. I mean, the AFC just really sucks. I mean, they really need to, just like we just said, take some of these teams out of damn NFC West and put a couple of those damn teams in the AFC and bring some of them boogers down here and put them in the NFC so that we can have some damn spread it out a little bit. Because the AFC right now is trash. I mean trash in the AFC. That being said, Miss Karen, who's your AFC champ?
AFC Kansas City.
No doubt. You don't think the Ravens can give them a run?
The Ravens? No.
Let me see who else in the AFC. Oh, what about Titans?
No. Not
a lot of people think the Titans to go to Super Bowl with your ex-boyfriend Julio over there. I listen. I ain't trying to start no trouble between you and Miss Hood now. Because, you know, I ain't trying to start no trouble. But everybody knows you and Julio were tight when he was there. I ain't going to say y'all, you know, y'all might have messed around a little bit. But I'm just saying, you're not going to let your boyfriend, you're going to stick up for your boyfriend?
No, I really think it'll be the Bills and Kansas City.
The Bills and Kansas City duking it out.
Yeah.
Well, the Bills should be because they ain't got nobody in that damn division that's going to even hurt them a little bit. But sometimes that hurts you because you be playing patsies all year long. And then when you play somebody that's good, the best division in the NFL is what? What, Joe Fleischer?
He's saying the AFC North.
NFC East, baby.
Man, please.
Joe, as a Bengals fan and a fan of the AFC North, they're not the best division. They're not the worst. They're middle of the pack. They are not the best division in the NFL.
They're not middle of the pack either. I can tell you that.
They absolutely are.
They're near the bottom.
No, they are.
They're near the bottom.
There's a lot of worse divisions than the AFC North.
NFC South, I can tell you that damn much. Let's see here. Who you picking to win the AFC?
The Baltimore Ravens.
Woo! No, you did.
Yes, I did.
Wow. Wow, that's going to be a short Super Bowl right there, boy. That'll be a short Super Bowl because, you know, they don't throw the ball much. They're going to run the ball, so that clock going to just go tick, tick, tick. Ain't no advertisers going to advertise for this Super Bowl. This is going to be the shortest Super Bowl ever.
That's okay.
And you ain't getting no bang for your buck in this Super Bowl. Travis, who you picking in the AFC?
AFC, I have the Chiefs. And you said we're going to do wild card predictions. I got Cleveland, Indianapolis, and the Chargers making the wild card.
No.
But I got the Chiefs winning the AFC.
Okay, I'll take that. Chiefs win the AFC.
Yep.
Chiefs win the AFC. I am going to, of course, pick the right answer, which is the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs are a damn machine. I mean, and they got everybody back. They got all the coaches back. They didn't lose their offensive coordinator. I mean, them jokers are going to be hot to try. And Mahomes could be, you could argue he's the best quarterback in the league right now. I know Aaron Rodgers is still there, and I know Rodgers is good, and I know Brady is Brady, and Brady's the GOAT, but he's an old GOAT. And with him being an old GOAT, that doesn't make him the best quarterback in the league right now. So like I said, I think if I had to say best quarterbacks in the league, I'd probably go Mahomes, A-Rod, and then Brady would be my pick in as far as best to worst. And with Brady being the GOAT nonetheless, but still at number 3 right now in the league. All right, let's go to the NFC. Let's go backwards this time. Let's let Travis pick first. Travis, who's going to win your NFC?
I have Green Bay. I have Green Bay winning the NFC and playing the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Okay, I like that pick. I mean, that'll be a fun Super Bowl right there now. Irv, talk to me. Who's going to play against who'd you pick? The
Baltimore Ravens?
Baltimore
I
Ravens.
thought you picked the Jets. Oh, no, my bad.
Close enough.
The Baltimore Ravens.
Close enough.
Who's going to play the Baltimore Ravens?
It's going to be a battle of 95, baby. Washington is going to the Super Bowl.
Oh, my God.
Listen, they was one play away from beating the Tampa Bay with a 4th-string quarterback last year.
Hey, listen,
man. Listen, man.
Listen what I'm telling you.
Come on now.
Listen what I'm telling you. And I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to have a rule on this show from now on. You can't be a homer like that. This fool done picked the 2 teams in his backyard.
Wait, who did he say? Washington?
Yeah.
Washington and the Ravens. Washington versus Baltimore.
Listen.
I mean, it would take Irv 15 minutes to get to either one of them stadiums from his house.
It was 1 score away from beating Tampa Bay last year with a 4th-string quarterback.
That doesn't mean there was the NFC Championship game, though.
You are not allowed to be that big of a homer.
Listen, I don't want to hear Jack come January. I don't want to hear nothing.
Turn that go-go down a little bit. Turn that go-go down.
I don't want to hear nothing come January.
All right, Miss Karen.
I'm going to Delaware right now and put it on the books.
Miss Karen, tell me who's going to win the NFC.
I got Tampa Bay.
Ooh. I like it, Miss Karen. I like it. Well, I'm going to tell you who's really going to win. Now y'all did all that, I'm telling you who's really going to win. It's going to be Tampa Bay. I'm with Miss Karen. I think that Tampa Bay I think it's going to be a return to the same Super Bowl. I think it's going to be the Bucs and the Chiefs again. And I think, we'll talk about who's going to win it. But I think you're going to see the same 2 teams in the Super Bowl again. I don't mind that. There's a lot of people, we don't want to see that again. Yes, hell you do. That was a good Super Bowl. And I would love to see it again and see how it's going to play out. So with that being said, and everybody know you got you in your own world, so we're going to let you go. I'm going to talk to them first, then let you get your I'll let you come back to reality a little bit. Miss Carey, of the 2 teams that you picked from the AFC and the NFC, who's going to win the Super Bowl?
Kansas City.
Oh, wow. Kansas City. Okay.
Yep.
Travis, of your 2 teams that you picked, who's going to win the Super Bowl?
So I have Kansas City and the Packers, and I will also go Kansas City.
Oh, wow. Wow, over a different team.
Yep.
All right, who's going to win between Baltimore and Washington? Well, we know that the
Delaware.
city of
Delaware.
Washington, D.C., the city of the District of Columbia is gonna be big winners. But who's gonna win the game?
Come on, man.
Oh, let's get the Red Wolves name.
We don't know who that is.
Washington football team.
Oh my
Come
God!
on, man. They don't even have a name.
That
I
is
know.
a name. All prominent sports teams don't have no name. What are you talking about?
Hey,
Wow.
let's everybody on here go before you go to bed now. Hit them knees and let's pray like hell. He is wrong as he can be. Because I would
Come on, you're
be
not going.
sick to my stomach for the longest time.
I don't even have
If
them making a
Daniel
playoff.
Snyder and a team that doesn't even have a name won the damn Super Bowl. Oh my God! And you know what? I think isn't it during the Super Bowl they're going to announce the new name of their team?
Yes.
Isn't that what I heard? Oh my God!
It's like a week later or something like that.
A week later.
Wow. So anyway,
So you're banking on Ryan Fitzpatrick?
So what now?
You banking on Ryan Fitzpatrick?
are you banking on Ryan Fitzpatrick for your quarterback? Fitz Magic.
Wow.
Or
Say it out
Fitztragic.
loud. Say it out loud.
Yeah.
First playoffs for Ryan Fitzpatrick. First Super Bowl for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Let's do it. We're going all the way. Yes.
Herb has some things that we're going to talk about here in a few minutes.
Don't ask me what's in my cup.
I think can change some things. I'm picking the opposite. I don't think Kansas City. I'm picking the Bucs to win again, and I'm picking Brady to probably retire after they win. If he wins another one, I think he'll be gone. So that's my prediction. Anyway, we're going to talk about that here now because now we're going to switch gears and we're going to talk about quarterbacks through the NFL. So I will give you right now the teams that we're going to talk about so that you can think about it a little bit. The Packers, the Saints, the Buccaneers, the Texans, the Ravens, the Falcons, the Raiders, and the Colts.
One more again, Coach.
Yeah.
I'm going to read it to you again. Packers, Saints, Buccaneers, Texans, Ravens, Falcons, Raiders, and Colts.
Got it.
So I will tell you who the quarterback is there right now, and you tell me who the quarterback is going to be at the end of the season. Right now for the Packers, you have Aaron Rodgers, Miss Carey. Who are you going to have at the end of the season going into next year?
Wait, I'm sorry. So are we saying this season they're going to play at the last game or next season?
Well, I'm saying that who will be the quarterback there next year?
Okay. That
to open the season. To open the season.
I'm going to say Aaron Love. No, just joking. I'm going to say that whatever his first name is, Love, not Aaron Rodgers.
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love. You said Jordan Love will be there. You said A-Rod will not be there next year. Travis, what do you think about the Packers? Who will be there next year? Now, Travis, before you answer. Oh, you said the Chiefs were going to win, but you did say they would go to the Super Bowl.
I was going to say, I was just about to say, I have the Packers making the Super Bowl. So I think it's really tough if they make the Super Bowl to let Aaron Rodgers go.
Uh-huh.
But I could see him being petty like that and saying, you screwed me anyway, peace. So I'm going to say Jordan Love.
Oh, wow. Okay. Irv, what do you think?
I'm going Jordan Love.
You know what? I'm gonna go against all you guys. I think if they make it that far, if they make it to the NFC Championship game, he'll stay. I think he'll try to stay and figure it out and work it out. They've already, he went from saying he'd never play there again and this, that, and the other. Well, his ass gonna play this year. So if they got that far working it out, I think they can continue to work it out during the season. I say A-Rod stays.
So you think it won't be a Matt Stafford situation next year?
No, I think what's going to happen is that, I mean, what's his name will be there. Jordan Love is going to obviously take over, but I think it'll be at least 1, maybe 2 more years before he does. Okay. That's what I think you're going to see happen. Okay. All right, let's talk about the Saints. Jameis Winston is there now. Who will be there later? Starting with Irv.
Taysom Hill.
Ooh.
Jameis going to chase the money.
I feel bad for I feel bad for the Saints if it is Taysom Hill. Travis.
Initially, I was going to go with some rookie drafted quarterback, but I'm going to stick with Jameis Winston. I think they'll sign him, keep him for 1 more year. So I will go Jameis Winston for 1 more year.
Travis, just when you were having a good show, now you just ruined it. Talking about they're going to keep damn Jameis with. Everybody knows good and damn well Jameis' ass ain't going to last 3 games. Miss Carey.
I don't even know. I mean, I don't even know. I want to say Krabby Patty, Jameis Winston.
Okay.
I mean,
Krabby Patty.
All right. Well, I'm going to tell y'all who's really going to be the quarterback there next year. And
don't
now,
say it.
Huh?
Don't say it. DW. If his name is DW, do not say it.
Deshaun Watson is going to be the quarterback for the Saints next year. Deshaun Watson. Mark it down. You heard it here. That is where he is going. There you go. Joe Fleischer said the same thing. Deshaun Watson. James is trash.
Don't be talking about point shavers. Don't talk about point shavers.
So I'm telling you right now, Deshaun Watson will be in New Orleans. He gonna love it. Miss Carey's gonna hate it. But that means her Falcons gonna get a beat down twice a year again by them Saints. It's gonna be just like that, Miss Carey.
Who they?
Yes, sir. All right, the Bucks. Right now, we have the greatest of all time, the GOAT, Mr. Tom Brady. Who we gonna have later, Miss Carey?
Do they even have a backup quarterback? I think
I'm sure they do, but nobody is noteworthy.
Exactly. I think Tom stays in. I think he plays till he's 50.
Okay. What do you think, Travis?
Aaron Rodgers.
Ooh. Travis, do you have a cup? You drinking out of something over there?
I got nothing. Aaron Rodgers.
What do you think?
Well, Kyle Trask is the backup rookie out of Florida.
Yeah,
but
he's terrible.
He's
terrible at Florida.
If Brady retires, it's Fitzpatrick. If he stays, it's gonna be Brady.
Well,
I'm saying Brady will stay. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Brady has some personal goals, and I think that his personal goal will supersede everything else. He'll stay at least 1 more year. I think win, lose, or draw, he'll do 1 more.
Okay, so let's go outside the box. It's gonna be Andy Dalton.
Nah, it won't be him.
Okay.
Hell no.
Okay.
Andy Dalton is probably gonna retire after this year. He's gonna get beat up so bad in Chicago. and he'll probably Brady gonna play. I agree. There you go, right there. Ray Miller said Brady gonna play till he's 48. I'm with you. He might try to play till he's 50. So all right, next up, the Houston Texans. Right now, they have Tyrod Taylor. Mm-hmm. Who will they have in the future? Starting with Travis.
I have Sam Howell.
Oh, you saying they're gonna draft him and he'll win the job? Okay, Travis, I'll take that. What do you think, Herb?
First of all, Sam Howell is garbage after what I saw against Virginia Tech.
He's not as good as everybody thought he was.
I was saying that before the game started.
But he's the projected #1 overall pick at this point. So I don't know. It'll be some #1 college quarterback. So Sam Howell.
You are right. But
the Texans are projected to be one of the worst teams in the league.
Yeah.
So they could very well get that #1 pick.
Yeah. I really don't know. I had to think about this one for a while, but I'm just going to go with the rookie quarterback.
Okay, you talking about Davis Mills? Davis Mills.
Yeah.
All right, what do you think, Miss Karen?
I say the current quarterback, Tyrod.
I'm going with Davis Mills too. I think Davis Mills will be the guy. So let's move on a little bit more quickly here so we can get to at least a little bit of college. The Ravens. And the reason why I put this on here is that if the Ravens don't win this year, will the Lamar Jackson experiment be over? Will it be time for him to say, we need to move on and do something else? Who will be the quarterback next year, Travis?
Lamar Jackson, move on.
Lamar Jackson. What do you think, Miss Carey?
Lamar Jackson.
Win, lose, or draw?
Yep.
Yeah, same.
Okay. I think that it might be time to re-look at the situation if you don't get there. Falcons, Matt Ryan. Travis, what do you think?
Matt Ryan.
So they're gonna keep on losing. Just be happy with losing.
Matt Ryan.
It's not time to draft a quarterback, Travis. Miss Carey, who's gonna take Matt Ryan's place? You staying with Matt? You staying with Matty Ice?
Just go on. Go on.
Herb, talk to me, Herb.
Deshaun Watson.
You know what? That's a nice one, Herb. Atlanta's his backyard.
Yeah,
Atlanta's his backyard. He's from Gainesville. So that would be that if they could pull it off.
Yeah.
But they're not good enough. They're not a good enough franchise to pull that off. So I don't see that happening. But I don't think Matt Ryan's going anywhere. I think Matt Ryan's going to stay here. The only way Matt Ryan would leave is the same way Julio left if he demanded to leave, if he demanded a trade. And that's the only reason why Julio is not wearing an Atlanta jersey this year, because he demanded to go. And it would take that from Matt Ryan because their front office would never get rid of him, I don't believe. So,
Coach, how come you didn't ask about the Steelers?
I'm getting there. Actually, I did not ask about the Steelers. Everybody knows Ben Roethlisberger gonna take his fat ass and retire after this year because he can't stay on that diet any longer. So he'll be done after this year. I do have the Raiders, Derek Carr. Now there's been a lot of talk about him lately. They're evaluating because this is his make or to break a year. He got to make something happen this year. Travis, who's sitting in Las Vegas next year?
I don't know. I wrote down Derek Carr, but that's because I don't know what quarterbacks are going to be available. So I'm just going to stick with the guy that's already the quarterback there. I'll go David. I'll go Carr.
Richard Hood says the Steelers are going to have Cam Newton next year.
Oh, stop it.
Anyway, he says Carr will still be there. Miss Carey, what do you think?
Yeah, I say Carr stays.
Yeah.
Irv, you agree?
No, I don't. I honestly think, and it's going to pain me because I want him to come to my team, it's going to be Aaron Rodgers.
Really? In Las Vegas? Wow.
I can see that.
I had to think about that one. Yeah.
Oh, man. Gruden would love that.
Yeah. I could absolutely see that. He's a West Coast guy anyway. Yeah.
I tell you what, I could see it being a number of guys, but I like that one. That would be great if Rodgers is going to leave. That'd be great there. I'd like to see that. And last but not least, everybody's favorite quarterback, the Colts and Carson Wentz. Will Carson Wentz be the guy next year?
I think so.
Yes.
You think he'll still be there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We brought him in, and he's got a relationship with what is it, the offensive coordinator or the head coach or whatever, because he used to coach him at Philadelphia.
Yeah.
But dude, I mean, he's been hurt already. He's had COVID. he's had. I mean, he got the chicken pox. I mean, dude, this dude is a walking doggone disaster. I mean, is he really going to be the quarterback there next year, you think?
Yeah.
I mean, is he married?
I think he is.
Because his wife needs to be like, babe, this is enough. I mean, we got enough money. Let's just go sit down somewhere. Because this is ridiculous.
The other thing with Indianapolis is they are, I'm not going to say they're a Super Bowl ready team right now, but they are very close. They are one of the best teams in the NFL, but they need a quarterback. And they were there a few years ago before Andrew Luck left. And if you take Wentz out, you're almost starting over again. And I don't think that front office probably wants to do that because then you just hope that Wentz can stay healthy and he can produce.
Okay. Real quickly, because we only got 5 minutes left. I want to do this, Travis. Instead of talking about games this week, let's talk about what happened this week in college football.
Yep.
In that the top 15 or 20 or even the top 10 look like a train wreck. I mean, the team everybody picked to win it all, Oklahoma, almost lost to Tulane.
I told you.
I mean, Clemson looked like boo-boo. I mean, Georgia, beat them, and Georgia looked like boo-boo too.
Like too, yeah.
North Carolina, the number 10 team, lost. I mean, just give me some of your observations and some of your thoughts. And we'll start with Travis since he's the resident expert on college football here. Travis, what do you think about what you saw this week in college football?
Yeah, I was very surprised at how many upsets there were. Pac-12 looks really bad, obviously. Yeah, UCLA beat LSU, but I think LSU's overrated. I think UCLA probably is the best team in the Pac-12, but I think that's probably a one-team conference. There were a number of FCS teams that beat,
FBS, yeah.
So that was surprising. Now that happens every year, but it seems this year there was a lot more. I'm sorry, Coach. I don't want to, hate on you guys, but Vanderbilt got murdered by East Tennessee State. So
it was awful. It was terrible.
That was terrible.
My phone was ringing off the hook.
I was surprised at how many upsets there were. But I thought one of the best teams I saw this whole week was Iowa. Iowa looked really, really good. So watch out for Iowa. My number one team would be Alabama, though. They kicked the crap out of Miami.
Okay. Ms. Carey, what are your thoughts about this weekend or this past week?
Yeah, I only watched the Clemson and Georgia team. I was surprised. I did choose Clemson to win that. I liked the highlights that I saw on Oregon, and of course, Troll Tide.
Okay. Irv.
Yeah, this weekend just showed me that the ACC, the Big Ten, and the Pac-12 have a lot of explaining to do.
Yep.
and even the bottom feeders in the SEC have a lot of explaining to do. The one game that I truly enjoyed was the Alcorn State and North Carolina Central game from last week. Every other game has been garbage.
Yeah.
Like, they're unwatchable.
Yeah.
Like, actually the Tulane Oklahoma game was fun, but college football as a whole, the first week is usually always a crapshoot.
Yep.
But as of right now, every team outside of Alabama has a lot of explaining to do.
Yeah, guys. I mean, and I asked this question last week on the show, and I know everybody kind of was like, why did he ask that question? I said, who's going to be the first top 10 team to lose? Because I knew it was coming. And I mean, we knew that, Georgia and be upset. Georgia and Clemson, but I didn't think there was any way in the hell Georgia was going to beat Clemson. And I mean, to watch that game, for me, was just torture. I mean, I'm trying to watch. I want to see a 35-29 game or something like that. Give me some offense. To see a 10-3, 3 and out every time for every offense, dude, I fell asleep on it. I fell asleep on it late in the third quarter. and had to wake up and, watch ESPN Bottom Line to see who won the damn thing. And to see that there was no more scoring than when I went to sleep. I mean, I was glad I went to sleep. It was terrible. I mean, both offenses, that Ungalele guy, it looked like trash out there the other night. I mean, he looked like Ben Roethlisberger. He looks like he's about 30 pounds overweight and can't move. He looked terrible. And I mean, I really feel sorry for him. I mean, and Barrett Carter, who I feel like is my kid, is out there at Clemson. So I was rooting for them to win. And it was just awful. And then seeing North Carolina lose the way that they lost. And then Vanderbilt was a disaster. And of course I got tons of phone calls about that. Both people with concern and people with laughter. So you know how that goes when your team or your alma mater loses. But I just need a better product from college football than we got this past weekend because it was just bad. I mean, just about every game I saw was a stinker. I didn't see Oklahoma and Tulane. I heard about it because everybody was talking about it. And I wished I would have had a means to see it, but I couldn't get to it for whatever reason. I was on the move and moving around and I didn't have the ability to see it. LSU looked like dog meat. I mean, did y'all see what that little thing they sent out when the head coach was on his way in and a heckler was saying something to him? He said, bring your punk ass. Yeah, bring your punk ass down here with that baby blue, whatever.
What? Boy, practice must be fun in LSU.
I'm trying to tell you, dude. But anyway, he was talking all that trash, and then to see an SEC team take a beating like they did from a Pac-12 team, dude, give me.
Wasn't even close.
I mean, dude,
never close.
That's what I'm saying. I just was like, I'm gonna need somebody to rectify. There has to be a reckoning for what happened to LSU out there with this dude. I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed for the conference, the way they got beat, the way that Vanderbilt got beat against ETSU. I was embarrassed, and I'm a proud SEC guy. I'm a proud Vanderbilt guy. And I mean, it was really unnerving to me seeing some of the scores that we saw this week. So in the interest of time,
like Florida won 21-0 against FAU. Like you would have thought that would have been 49-0.
But that's my point.
That the 21 points. Come on, now.
Dude. Now I will say this, and just think about this for a second. Are the players distracted because of all this NIL stuff?
I don't think so.
Are the players somewhat distracted because of the NIL stuff? Are the players worried about their portfolio more so than they're worried about their performance?
That's an excuse. They shouldn't be because there were teams.
I'm just asking.
There were teams that showed up and kicked the crap out of their opponents like they were supposed to. So
well, I mean, some teams are more worried about their portfolio than others. I mean, the bottom line is when you play for an FCS school, not an FBS school, I don't think you're worried about your portfolio near as much as somebody who's playing at one of these FBS schools. And that might be why the FCS schools whooped their behind a lot this past week because of that. So it's just something to think about. That's why I'm just throwing it out there. I will say this too. I don't know if you saw this today. Deion Sanders put a challenge out to all HBCU coaches to put the names on the back of the jerseys of all of their players. And he said, as far as paying for it, he said, don't worry about it. I'll take care of that. Y'all put the names of these kids on the back of the jersey. Because if you know, HBCUs normally don't put the names on there because they don't want to bear the cost and they want to reuse the jersey the next year. So Deion, I saw that right before we came on the show here, put a challenge out to all of them and said, y'all put names on there and I'll take care of it as far as the cost. Y'all send me the bill and I'll pay for it. So anyway, I thought that was mighty big of Deion.
Yeah.
And like I said, guys, I'm not trying to act like I know him a lot. I know Dion from when I see him and we see each other, we talk and that kind of thing. I see him several times. FBU, when I go down to Florida for that, I see him sometimes. Him and Michael Irvin are down there. And then I see him, when Bradley Robe was getting drafted, or if you ever go to the draft, he's normally at those. So, and when I bump into him, he's always very cordial. We have a couple of laughs because we came out together and we were down at the combine together and we crossed paths and we talked a few times there as well. So I'm not acting like I know him a lot, but I know him to be a good guy now. And I hope that people will appreciate him from where he was to where he is now, because he was on a whole nother level back then when he was young and stupid like we all were at that time. And to see him being the man he is now, making gestures like the one he just made, I think that's very, very big of him. So thank you, Deion Sanders, for that gesture of helping these guys be just like everybody else. Having your name on the back of your jersey and doing that kind of thing. So, all right, let's bring out Big Papa. Come on to the front, Jay. Let's close this thing on out. We're gonna let Jay do like they do on what you call it. You can correct all the errors on the show.
Outside of Irvin, it was a clean show.
Oh, come on, man! First of all, he tried to take my card and then didn't say nothing when I picked the team.
This man picked Washington,
the battle of 95, baby,
and Baltimore.
The battle of the Baltimore Washington Parkway. Hey, we about to do it.
Jason from Washington, D.C., too, he would have never picked nothing like that.
No, I mean, look, I will say this in respect to Irvin. The defense is good enough to get him there. That quarterback situation, because it's the reason why he's Fitzmagic and Fitztragic. Yeah. He got named there for a reason. That's my only concern is Fitztragic. He pop out on the wrong game, and it's a wrap.
I'm going to tell you, Joe Fleischer. Joe said, what about Travis picking my team? Travis, don't you ever pick my team again, do a damn thing. I mean nothing. I don't ever want you to put my team name in your mouth again. Yeah, that hurt me, Joe. That hurt me bad. That hurt me bad. So anyway, folks, we got to get out of here. I don't know what's on TV tonight. Is it a game on tonight, Jay?
I don't know.
I think there's a game on tonight. I want to say that Deion Sanders out there playing tonight. I think are they not playing their game tonight?
I thought they played this weekend. Pass.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I was thinking it was tonight.
Yeah, they beat the brakes off of somebody.
U.S. Open, coach. Watch
U.S. Open. I ain't trying to watch the U.S. Open.
That's about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Is anybody left in the U.S. Open worth watching?
No, and viewership for women's is down 40% without Venus and Serena in there.
That's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody even know what's wrong. And then Naomi got knocked out too. Didn't she Osaka?
Yep.
Yeah, she got beat hurt. Yeah. So ain't nobody watching the U.S. Open. It's gonna be won by John Simpson.
Jimmy Okalikovic from Sweden.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody trying to watch the U.S. Open. So anyway, folks, we'll be back next week. We appreciate everybody for hanging in there. Guys, NFL this week, we're going to start seeing what's going on. Falcons 0-3. That's my prediction. Don't even know who they're playing. 0-3.
That's okay.
We'll see y'all next week. Good night, Miss Francis.
Rise up.
Hey.
Rise up.